January 13th, and ground was broken for the Armory on January 13th, 1941. And it was an important building in getting a lot of people in Sheboygan back to work, and it also contributed a lot to the war effort. It also was one of 17 original NBA arenas, and probably the only one left, so I think that makes it historical just by itself. And I was told the other day by somebody that after the Prangy building, which had to be torn down because of the water main break, the Armory is probably the second most significant historical building in the city of Sheboygan. And I think anybody that has been born in Sheboygan or has been here for quite a few years would probably feel that it is a very important and historic building and that it should be saved. I know it's going to take a lot of money. Over the last couple of days, I've talked to Colin about his plans for the building. He's very passionate. Yesterday, I spent an hour and 45 minutes talking to the Schmidt brothers, and they were talking how they feel that it needs to be preserved, and they have a plan. And so I would like to see it preserved and have the people give another chance to form a plan for it. I know it can be saved. It's going to take a lot of work, but I was told at the Stephanie Wiles Center when they started to fix that place up, part of the roof was missing, and at one time the basement was completely flooded to within 1 foot of the ceiling, and they did a marvelous job with that building. And as was said, that there are buildings in Europe that are hundreds of years old and they have found uses for them. There are other cities in the country that have found adaptive uses for their former armories, especially in South Carolina. And there was one town, and I can't think of the name, but they started to restore their armory, and it caused a whole bunch of new development and new buildings to be built around the former armory building. And I think that could be done in Sheboygan. And as it was said in yesterday's paper by Beth Dippo on the Prangy building, she said, historical buildings must be saved because we need to preserve the buildings. Once they're gone, we can't replace them. So I would like to make a motion that the committee, make this a preferred preserved significant building.
Close the hearing first.
Okay.
Yeah, wait until one more person. Okay, go ahead.
Leslie Coleman, 1111 Wood Court, Sheboygan. I don't want to tear down the building, and I sincerely looked at the possible options of not tearing down the building. The building has many major issues that need to be addressed. If I understand what this meeting is about, it is whether or not to declare it a historical building. Okay, I think it's fine. I think it's wonderful that people want to preserve that building, and if they're able to pull a plan together to do that, then that's one thing. But I think it would be a mistake to declare the building a historical building, because if that's done, you can't tear it down, and nothing can ever be done about it, and it's just going to be a continuing problem. All right, I think just trying to address the one issue here is please don't make it a historical building, so that it can be, something else could be done with it if the people, other outside people, can't pull together and make something of the Armory.